up, everybody? Welcome to my favorite form of video, hobby versus retail. Today we're going to settle the debate. 2025 Topps Archives Hobby Box versus 5 of these bad boys, the Blasters. And I was supposed to do a new release Blaster video today, but we decided to skip that altogether. This will be my first look at the Blasters this year. And typically what I recommend, the reason why we decided to skip the new release for Blasters, by the way, happy release day. This is Archives release day. If you are interested, we are going to send a text out to our text club members because Topps will be releasing this set on their website. So we'll send you a direct link. If you haven't signed up for our text club, go to wnycards.com and sign up there. Or you can scan the QR code that pops up on the screen there. It is free to join, and we notify you when all the new releases come out, send you a direct link to buy, and like I said, it's free at no cost to you, and it does help out the channel as well if you buy off of our links. But the Blasters typically with this set, I don't really recommend them, and they're fun, but they're not, the odds of you buying enough blasters or ripping enough blasters to beat a hobby box when you're talking about the same value, 5 blasters is going to run you about the same as one hobby. You're always going to be better off, almost always, going with the hobby format. And that's kind of what I wanted to show everybody today on release day, just in case you're deciding what you want to buy. The blasters are cool, they're fun, but they're not going to generate most of the time as much fun as the hobby, because the hobby has these guaranteed hits in them. Now, we are going to get a lot of parallels out of the blasters because, as you can see, 4 exclusive blacks, whereas the hobby box, we're going to get 8 pinks. So 4 blacks, we're going to get like 20 black parallels, but those are non-numbered. Hobby box, I did a new release yesterday on the hobby format, 2 awesome autographs, 2 numbered cards. I don't know that we're going to get 2 numbered cards out of 5 blasters or any autos, but we will find out today. So let's get after it. The way I'm going to do this is pretty simple. We are going to keep the blaster stuff on the right side of your screen, and we'll do the hobby stuff on the left side of your screen, and we're going to go back and forth. So essentially how it's going to work is we'll rip 3 blaster packs, and then we'll do 2 hobby packs, 3 blaster packs and 2 hobby packs. We'll go back and forth until we get all the packs opened and until we get a winner. Should be a very interesting rip on the blaster side because I don't really know what to expect. I have never pulled a really huge card from an Archives blaster. However, I have pulled some huge cards from Archives hobby, obviously. So let me just get one more blaster open, save some time to get the packs out of here, and we will get rolling. FYI, Monday the 15th, full case profit challenge of this set right here. Topps Chrome hobby boxes. We're ripping a full case, and we are giving away one of these on every single part of that series. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe and come back Monday to be a part of those giveaways. Let's start on the blaster side. Since this is our first look at the blasters, let's see what we can do here right away with the blasters. I do like this set. I like the designs they used, and I like the inserts as well. Here's our first black parallel. It's going to be Max Fried for the Yankees. The blacks look nice, especially with that Yankees gear right there. The pinks are cool too. Not everybody's cup of tea, but I do like them as well. And there's Ryan and Devers. All right, we got one of these inserts coming up. There's Noel, rookie. Oh, no, what a way to start it. Really nice insert on the blaster side here with the, let me just move these piles so I can easily set them down, sorry. Shohei Ohtani, beautiful insert there. 2007 All-Stars. So we'll take that for the blaster side for sure. Zach Veen, McAble, last blaster pack, and then we will get into, actually, you know what? Let's rip the whole blaster. Let's just do a whole blaster because I'm kind of interested to, I don't want to interrupt this. I want to see what we get. There's Brian McCann on the black foil. O'Neal Cruz, Darren Baker rookie, Oliva and Jared Jones rookie card. I'm just going to rip through this whole blaster just to see what we can get in the first one here. There's Stephen Kwan. Drew Romo, MJ Melendez. If I miss variations, let me know. Here's an insert. Jazz Chisholm on the boardwalk and baseball for the Yanks. Lawler and Eddie Murray. I don't think I've pulled a variation yet in any of the rips, but they're not easy to spot in the beginning of when you start opening a set. Nice Cade Horton rookie, and Max Muncy is going to be the black foil rookie. Not bad to get a rookie. I actually like the black foil in this design more than the other ones so far. Jordan Yelich, Tristan Casas, Honus Wagner, and Brian McCann again. 2 more packs left in Blaster 1. We got Vivas, Dollander. Here comes an insert. Matt Chapman, Cyberstats. I mentioned in my last video one of my favorite inserts, Alex Bregman and Willie Adames. And last blaster pack for blaster number 1. So far, nothing really huge. The Shohei is a nice insert. Just our basic black parallels. There's Tom Seaver. That's a cool picture on the black foil. Freddie Freeman, Connor Norby, Gunnar Henderson, and Mookie Betts and Drew Thorpe is all she wrote. So really, first blaster down, really not too much. Just one decent insert. Let's do 4 hobby packs, and then we'll start going back and forth. All right, our first pink. There's Christian Campbell, rookie. There's Jeter. McCann, pink. So we got the black and the pink parallel for Brian McCann. There's Roki Sasaki, rookie. Chris Morrell. There we go. Nick Kurtz coming out of the hobby side immediately. It's a base rookie, but we'll take it. And Sandy Koufax. I would imagine hobby's just got to demolish the blaster side. Jace Young. Clayton Kershaw, we got an insert coming up. It's going to be Jackson Jobe. Pulled an awesome card of his in our first video of this release. That's one of those Broadway inserts. Royce Lewis, Adolis Garcia. A couple more hobby packs. Oh, that's going to be an auto. Let's see who that is. I thought I saw Marlins. That's going to be Griffin Conine, rookie auto from the hobby. Jeff Conine's son, Griffin. Nice signature there on card. I love the design of that. What year is that? 2011, I'm assuming, based off of the number there. But it's like perfect for the autograph with that little space that they put there. So those cards look pretty cool. Auto number 1 down for the hobby side. David Ortiz, Adrian Beltre, there's Ricky, and Nolan Ryan. Some great legends in archives, as usual. And we got one of those punch-outs. There's Shohei's base card. It's my first time pulling that one. Number 17 in the set, matching his number. Jung-Hoo Lee, Luis Angel Acuna. And that is a image variation, I think, because of where it's placed in the pack. I think we pulled a Mookie, so let's check. I thought we already pulled a Mookie. We did. Yeah, it's an image variation for sure. So you can see that you can figure it out based on where the card is in the pack. I'm actually glad this happened on this video. This is the base version here, and this is going to be an image variation, so that's a really nice pull for the hobby side. You're way more likely, I think, to pull variations. Does it say anything back here as we can learn together? Well, the number's red on this one, and it's not on that one. The pictures are completely different. The codes are different as well, but it does not say image, I don't think, anywhere from what I'm seeing. So you're just going to have to know on that one. But that's a really nice hit. Mookie image variation. Then look at that. That's not a real auto, by the way. Roki Sasaki, rookie on the punch-out cards. I love that these are in here. They're so cool. What a set to complete. Mays and River Ryan. All right, let's get to blaster number 2. And we're going to start going back and forth now, so I'll let you know when we switch over to hobby. First black parallel, Junior Caminero. There's a nice one. Roki Sasaki, rookie again. That's multiple of his. And Clayton Kershaw. Nolan Ryan again, and Willie Mays again. Just pulled those guys. Blaster pack number 2. We're going to get a pop out in this one as well. Manzardo, David Ortiz, Adrian Beltre, and Jackson Merrill on the pop out insert. Ryan Endeavors. Last blaster pack, and we'll switch it over. Caleb Durbin for the Brewers on the black foil. I mentioned this on my very first video I did with Archives. The quality control is much better this year. Look at that. It's a beautiful card. I mean, last year, you know, it was a little bit brutal, ripping, and you get excited because you pulled the guy you want, and then all of a sudden you notice there's a huge scratch, like a ridiculous scratch on it. All right, a couple of hobby packs. Let's do 2 hobby packs real quick. Here's another pink coming up. Ryan Howard on the pink. For the Phillies, there's Naylor and Banks, Reynolds and Lopez. Next hobby pack, another pop out. Luis Angel Acuna. Second rookie one from the hobby box. Marcelo Meyer and Yastrzemski. All right, let's do these last 4 blaster packs on this blaster number 2. See if we can get something on the board here. All right, we got one of those stars inserts. Just like that Shohei, Chris Bryant, Nolan Shanuel. That Jackie's cool. Jackie Robinson. Andrew McCutchen on the parallel there, or the insert. Oliva and Jones again. No numbered cards on either side so far here, 12 minutes in. Here's another black foil. Adrian Beltre. There's Pujols, Teoscar, Leo Jimenez, and we got Zach Veen and Mick Abel again. Next blaster pack, Cade Horton. There's Zach Wheeler, Trey Sweeney, Ozzie Albies. There's an insert, Pete Alonso. Unfortunately, not with my Mets anymore. Honus Wagner and McCann again. Last blaster pack for number 2, blaster number 2. Really tough to get anything on the board here for the blasters. There we go. Now we're on the board. Drake Baldwin, rookie black foil. That card is awesome. They used a really cool picture, and the black goes with his equipment. So that is a nice one. I've been pulling some really good Drake Baldwin stuff lately. And there's Bregman and Adames. All right, let's open up blaster number 3 before we go to the hobby side real quick, just to get some packs out of here. I love these hobby versus retails. They really show you what to expect. I mean, because 5 blasters, that's $125 worth of blasters. It's a big sample size. All right, let's do 3 more hobby packs. All right, we got a numbered card. Our first numbered hit from the hobby side. That's going to be a rainbow foil. Numbered out of like 149, I think. Oh, wow. Never mind. That is numbered to 25. Anthony Volpe. 20 of 25. So that is not a rainbow foil. That's some kind of an aqua. You can actually kind of see a little bit of an aqua tint. There's a little chipping up at the top here. I mean, it's nothing crazy, but definitely wouldn't grade that card. But 20 of 25. There's Buster Posey and Ben Williamson and Rhys Hoskins and Peralta. I'm just going to sleeve that up because it's very short printed. Out of 25 there. Very nice. I'm going to take the Kurtz down now because it's just a base card. Next hobby pack. Another pink. There's James Wood, rookie. That would be nice to get in a parallel. We got Max Muncy again. So we got his black and his pink. Marte, Chris Bryant, Rafael Devers, Jordan Lawler. Last hobby pack, we'll move on to blaster number 3. Caden Dana. Got Shanuel, Jackie again, and Paul Skeens. Sweet. Second time pulling that Skeens insert already and early on in these rips. Eddie Murray and Tony Oliva. All right, blaster number 3. Let's do 4 of these packs. Black foil, Greg Maddux with the Braves. There's Will Smith, Dansby Swanson, Rafaela. There's Mookie on his base. Whoops, I got my pile screwed up here. Mookie on his base card again, and Drew Thorpe. Pop-up coming up. There's Cam Meisner, rookie. Jacob Wilson, rookie card. Haven't pulled too many of him early on here. Paul Skeens, pop-up. So 2 pretty nice inserts on the blaster side with Ohtani and Skeens. Dylan Cruz and C.J. Abrams. Black foil is going to be David Ortiz, Big Papi. Nice looking black foil there. Sandy, Tatis, Webb, and we got Lugo and Austin Wells, second year. Last blaster pack. All right. Andrew Jones and Marte. We got Bichette, Duran, Mike Trout, Dylan Cruz on the insert. Boardwalk and baseball for the Dylan Cruz. There's Ryan Sandberg and Drake Baldwin again on his rookie. All right, over to the hobby side. 3 more packs. Don't forget, we still got 1 more auto for sure coming out of this hobby. Josh Young, Meisner, Skara, Tom Seaver, Max Fried, Aaron Judge. Nice. 6-time MLB All-Star. Judge on the insert. That's a cool insert. Lee and Westberg. My favorite is still this one. I don't know. It just brings back like memories of my childhood. That insert. Next hobby pack, we got a pink. It's going to be Max Fried for the Yanks again. There's McClanahan, Reese Hines, and Bobby Witt Jr. All right, one of my favorite inserts coming up. We got Pasquantino, Shota Imanaga, and Jung-Hoo Lee. Cyber Stats. Real Muto and Robert Hassel. All right, let's finish these last 3 packs of this blaster. We got a black foil, Ryan Sandberg. Nice. RIP. This one's got a little weird issue going on with the foil up here. There's Yu Darvish, Sonny Gray, Edgar Quero, Junior Caminero, and Kobe Mayo. Adele Amador, Colton Cowser, Donnie Baseball, Hank Aaron. Have not got that collation. Carlos Correa and Giancarlo Stanton. Cyber Stats. Another one of those. Corbin Carroll and Christian Walker. Last pack for blaster number 3. Still nothing numbered. Still no hit cards. Can we get one here? Nope, just going to be a black foil. There's Jeter. Paul Goldschmidt for the Yankees on the black foil. Langford, McCutcheon, and Newbar. And then we got Jackson Churio and Matt Shaw, rookie card in the back. All right, let me pop open blaster number 4. How many hobby packs we got left? 6, like 12. So basically what we can do, we are going to rip the full hobby side, then we'll do a full blaster, and then we'll do that over again, because we have almost the same amount of packs on each side. So let's get back to the hobby packs. Probably going to have to move this base out of the way after this pack. Here's a pink. Pink, Honus Wagner. Jacob Wilson again. Brent Rooker, Ryan Sandberg again, and Drake Baldwin. Let me get this out of the way here real quick before we start falling over. All right. Another one of those stars inserts. Hunter Green, Sandy Alcantara, J-Rod. Man, the checklist on this insert set is awesome. I wish this checklist was on this insert set because this checklist is the best. Caminero and Mayo. Pink is, there's Chandler Simpson. A-Rod. Very young A-Rod there with the Mariners. Pink. Tatis, Logan Webb. Corbin Carroll, Christian Walker again. All right, stats coming up again. There's Bo Bichette, Jaron Duran, Bobby Witt Jr. All right, there's a solid name in that set. Bobby Witt. We got Churio and Shaw again. It seems like the back end of the coalition, like those 2000 and what years are those again? Is it 2006? I can't remember. The back end of that coalition is we keep getting the same guys over and over. Pink. Ben Williamson, rookie. So there's a rookie pink. For some reason, I was a magnet for this dude. I pulled his first Bowman year, a ton of good cards from, what was it, Update or whatever. I pulled in our live case rip an auto to 99. I mean, I've pulled a lot of really good stuff from him. Ted Williams and Jacob deGrom. Last hobby pack, and then we got an entire blaster to rip here. We're going to get our auto. There's Evan Carter. I don't think I've seen that one yet. I don't think our auto's coming here. There's J-Rod. That would have been nice if that was the auto. J-Rod on the boardwalk insert. Louis Arise, Brenton Doyle. All right, we're doing this full blaster. Blaster number 4. Let's see what we can do here. Black foil, Vladdy Jr. Not a bad name to get. He looks super slim in that picture. Looks great. Sonny Gray, Cuero, Donnie Baseball, Peralta, and Brooks Lee. I got to think that we're going to have... We're due for a numbered auto from the hobby side. We got something here numbered. Looks like we got a numbered card from the blaster. It's an auto. It's the same auto, except it's numbered to 50. What are the odds of that? Griffin Conine, 39 of 50. There's a little corner issue here. Let me see if I can... it's not terrible. There's a little bottom corner issue on that card, but wow. So all of a sudden, I mean, obviously this auto smashes that auto. This is a gold auto to 50. So that's pretty cool. I'll sleeve that up in a second. We got Hank Aaron, Carlos Correa, and then a James Wood. Wow, the blaster's coming back. I love it. That's a sick pop-up James Wood. Jordan Westberg and Reese Hines. I did not see that coming. I was just saying that I think we're going to get a numbered auto from the hobby side. And we got it from the blaster side. Today is the Griffin Conine rip, apparently. All right, that's good news, though. It's good news we got an auto from a blaster out of... This is blaster number 4. Shane McClanahan on the black foil. There's Bobby Witt Jr. again and JT Realmuto. Sweet. Dalton Rushing and Bo Jackson. Chase Meadroth, Rod Carew. There's the Babe. I don't think I've pulled that one yet. The Babe stat sheet. It's hilarious. Hank Aaron, 25-time MLB All-Star. Is that real? He made the All-Star team 25 times, 24 times All-Star appearances. Wow. Robert Hassel, and there's Nick Kurtz, second base rookie of him in this rip. We got 1, 2, 3 packs left. This is not the last blaster, by the way. We got one more, so this is actually going to be kind of fun because we're going to pull another hobby auto, and then we're going to have a blaster still left to go. Black foil, Alex Bregman for the Red Sox. There's Volpe, Sandy Koufax, Royce Lewis. Marte and Sajaci. There's Aaron Judge's base card. And Ellie. Let's go. I was hoping. I didn't look up this checklist. I was hoping he was in there. Ellie and Skeens were two of the main guys I wanted to be in this checklist, just in case I was lucky enough to pull a parallel. Really nice Ellie there. Adolis Garcia and Ricky Henderson. And last blaster pack for number 4. Blaster number 4. Finished with a black foil of Ryan Howard. Didn't we already get him? Maybe we got his pink. Johnny Bench, Miguel Cabrera, Whitcomb, Nolan Ryan, and Willie Mays again. All right. Well, this got interesting now. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hobby packs left, plus the full blaster here. Let's do this hobby first, just so we know what we're going to need out of that blaster. We got a green, so we do have a numbered card. Is it an auto? It's a Rocky. I didn't even mean to show that. Green for the Rockies out of 99. Zach Veen, numbered rookie. I'll be hanging on to this one. I have not pulled anything of note of Zach Veen. The only thing I pulled of Veen that was really cool was his first Bowman year. I got, actually this color, a green auto to 99, but it was worth so much that I sold it, like immediately, when I pulled it. Because you just never know with these guys. But that's a cool one. Nice numbered rookie. Albert Pujols, Teoscar, then we got Jared Jones and Zach Veen again. So maybe our auto might not be numbered. We got our 2 numbered. It seems like 2 numbered cards is what you're getting from a hobby box. Leo Jimenez, Zach Wheeler. There's Ronald Acuna Jr., another good name in that checklist. Mick Abel and Honus Wagner. You got a pink coming up. There's Angel Martinez, the pink. Tom Seaver. It's weird. We've pulled multiple parallels of like 4 or 5 different guys. Trey Sweeney, Ozzie Albies, and a couple base at the end. The auto is coming. It's just a matter of when. I don't think it's in here. Pudge Rodriguez. There's Lindor again. Luke Keyshaw. Jose Ramirez, Cyberstats. All right, this got to be the auto. Yep. All right, here's our, well, actually, we only got 1 pack left. Let me do this 1 pack, and we'll see if we can end with a bang. Pop-up is going to be Lindor. That's cool. CJ Abrams, Lugo, and Wells. All right, let's see what this last auto is. There's Griffey. He does have autos in this set, by the way. There's our base in the back. Reggie Jackson and Will Smith, Drew Thorpe, and Dylan Cruz again. And the auto is another legend, it looks like. That looks like an old picture. Oh, the Crime Dog. Good luck. Oh, he's in the Devil Rays gear, too. Fred McGriff, Hall of Famer. The Crime Dog. Love the autos in this set. His auto has his auto changed a little bit? It almost looks like it's changed a little bit since, because I did pull his auto before. I pulled it on a video and sold it on the website, and then the guy sent it off for grading, and it came back a 10, which was pretty cool. So Fred McGriff to finish it off with the auto. I'm just going to move this over here, if I can do it without knocking everything over, so we can see the Crime Dog. All right. So that's going to be a tough one to beat here. Last blaster of Archives. Although the blasters did a little better than I thought, so I'll take it. We would need a pretty significant numbered card here to pull this off. I'm definitely not expecting an auto after we already pulled one, but we'll see. You never know. Black foil. Luis Angel Acuna. I mean, that's a black foil parallel rookie, so that's cool. Ramirez, Cam Smith, Yastrzemski, and Hoskins. Grayson Rodriguez, J-Rod, Votto, and Kyle Tucker on the pop-up. There's Skeens, black foil. Kobe Mayo. So 2 nice rookies on the parallels. Take that. Mayo and Acuna right off the bat. There's Ichiro again. Westberg. Actually a pretty decent way for the Blasters to finish. I mean, I'm not going to give them the win at this point. Trey Turner. 3-time MLB All-Star. Bobby Witt back there. We got 3 packs to go in this long rip. Half-hour rip. A lot of packs, a lot of cards. Good guy in the back right there. There is Randy Arozarena for the Mariners on the black foil. And you may have seen on the back, Nick Kurtz. 3rd base rookie. We'll take it. Tom Seaver. Matt Olson. Cyber Stats. Koufax and Lewis. Last pack of the rip. Let's see. Can we get a miracle? Highly doubt it, but you never know. We're just going to end with a black foil, it looks like. And that's going to be Jung-Hoo Lee for the Giants. Imanaga and Ricky finishes off the rip. So as you can see, hobby is more the way to go. But the Blasters, they almost came through. If that was a different name on that /50 rookie auto, it could have been a whole different ballgame. We had a nice Shohei insert. We had Baldwin on the parallel, Kobe Mayo, Acuna. Some nice inserts, Wood and Skeens. But you're not going to beat. You got 2 okay auto. I mean, Fred McGriff I would consider an above-average autograph. Mookie Betts image variation. I have no idea what that goes for, but it's Mookie. It's one of the best players. Volpe /25 and Veen /99. We had 2 low-numbered on the hobby side, so I think that takes the cake there. Again, so tomorrow we are doing a hobby box of Chrome Update. I already did a jumbo. We're going to do a regular hobby tomorrow, and then Monday we are starting the full case profit challenge of Chrome Update, and we're giving away these on every single video. So make sure to come back on Monday and be a part of that Whatnot giveaway. It's going to be a blast. We're probably going to get slaughtered on Chrome Update, but it'll be fun to try to pull a debut patch anyways. If you want to continue to follow along with all the content, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.